It's about a couple more minutes, everybody. See, Gabriel's here. Who else? Okay, Miss White and Jalen. Okay, go back into attendance. All right, so let's see here. Oh, it didn't save. I clicked on Gabe's name. Let's refresh this. Okay, there it goes. Got it that time. Okay, a couple more minutes. You might want to log into Edsby and log into your Scratch account. A couple more minutes and get started. And resize your screen so you can work on, you know, like we used to do the code. Okay, hey, Mr. Rush. All right. Okay. All right, let's move this out the way. I think all attendance is saved. Rush, you are ready, or you are at in the busy at the moment? I guess he's indisposed. All right, so let's go to our norms. All right, so first on the list will be Gabriel, the 5 basic norms. Gabriel, are you there? Stepped away. All right. Let me come down to Jalen. Can you read the 5 basic norms?
Everyone has a right to another person. If I choose not cause my sake, will never behave in a way that risk ourselves at school or family. I still carry myself with students always act with integrity. We take pride still carry myself for us.
All right, thank you. Next would be Miss White. Can you read the 5 academic norms?
We respect the opinions of others. We respect the culture of the classroom. We are attentive and participant. We have high expectations of ourselves, our peers, and our teachers. We are here to focus on preparing ourselves for post-secondary endeavors.
Thank you, Miss
Yeah,
White.
yeah. I had stepped out. Sorry.
It's okay. Um, you got this one?
Yes, sir. Don't miss out. It is mandatory. 11:15 Monday through Friday, y'all. GGI and Townhouse. As of right now, we're doing them both at the same time. I know y'all remember it was one in the morning, one in that later on in the morning. Now we combined them. We feel like it's a little easier on y'all, so y'all can make it because y'all say some things be too early, and so this is how we doing it to for convenience for you guys. Um, and a lot of people still don't show up. So I don't know what it is, but y'all need to really start going to GGI and Townhouse. It's real beneficial. It's for y'all. It's basically a lot of opportunities, and we're trying to give them to y'all. Y'all not taking advantage of it. Not everybody. When I say y'all, I'm not talking to everybody, but I'm just talking to the people who don't come. You know what I mean? Start coming. Like I said, it's opportunities for you. We don't want to just talk for our health. We talking and trying to give y'all everything that y'all, you know, pretty much really need to hear before y'all get out of high school. We're trying to prepare y'all and everything like that. We give away, we got giveaways, all kind of stuff going on. So start coming, y'all. 11:15 Monday through Friday, GGI Townhouse. Okay, yeah, on Friday during GGI. We got a special guest, drummer boy. He's a super producer. Y'all can see there who all the celebrities he produced for. 2 Chainz, Joe Gotti, T.I., Rick Ross, Wale, Waka Flocka, Gucci Man, Jeezy, Migos. You know what I mean? So you can ask him whatever you want to ask him, whatever questions. You know what I mean? Advice. So this is what I'm saying. This is exactly what I'm saying. So that slide came right before the slide. You know what I mean? This is what I'm saying. It's opportunities. It's informative information. You know what I'm saying? So come to GGI, especially on Friday if y'all want to ask them any questions. Empowerment. Okay, Black History Month Empowerment Seminar. We got guest speakers. Lene Harper, she's from the WNBA. Imani Truth, she's from Poet. She's a poet. DJ Mike P. Juice WRLD's DJ. That's Juice WRLD that passed away. Rest in peace. That's his DJ. Boo was an entrepreneur. Stacey Sorrell Moore, author. Joe Gathens, public figure, and there's more to be announced if any more comes. But just that right there is a powerful lineup. You know what I'm saying? So this is, some of the things I'm saying. We're just trying to help y'all any way possible, any way we can, even if it's reaching out, further beyond ourselves to people that's in way better, positions than us to talk to y'all. You know what I mean? So don't miss out. We still got a little bit of time left for the student referral contest. No one has won the PlayStation 5 yet. It's still sitting there ready to be won. All pretty looking and stuff. Just playing. But first place, second place, and third place have not been taken advantage of. No one has won the $100 gift card, the $200, or the PlayStation. You know, a few has won the $50 Walmart gift card. We have about one left, and just simply recruiting one student will win you that last gift card that we have left. Um, but yeah, I would try to aim a little higher. You know, recruit maybe 2 or 3 people, so I can probably try to get that $100, $200. You know, and if possible, PlayStation 5. So yeah, take advantage. We got a couple. We got I don't know. I can't say a couple days. I'm saying maybe a week and some left, I believe, of this contest. So take advantage, y'all. All right, who wants to read the Let's Go ad for points? Who want these points? Are you kidding me? Nobody want these free points? Go ahead, Edward. You gotta unmute yourself.
Every Wednesday and Thursday, learn the code from convenience of your own home and get extra credit for some of your classes. The pandemic's effect on the coding job market. Why learn to code? The surprisingly broad benefits of coding. Um, that's really it.
All right, cool. Next. All right, cool. Good job, Edward. Delhi. Who wants to read the Delhi task and the text under it? Uh, Larry. Oh, Edward. You want to take the? All right, go ahead.
Yeah. Daily task students will be able to complete the evaluation in SB. Hello, all aspiring STEM students. Welcome to classes. Inside of SB, you can access all pre-recorded videos of each class. These videos are normally ready to review by 4 p.m. daily.
All right, good job again, Edward. All right, Jalen, read this, Jalen.
Uh, my MIT Scratch and Microsoft Make code projects are required daily. Most projects are possible to complete on a cell phone, however, functionality will be limited. An actual personal computer is required to take full advantage of the course. Computer science is a graduation requirement for the state of Illinois via Board of Education. For questions concerned, email me at
Tyler.
Tyler at for kids.
Camelot for kids. Yep. Good job, Jalen. All right, Larry, read this, Larry.
Today's objective, students will be able to implement one-way synchronization between two sprites through message passing. Classroom term of the day is synchronization. Word of the day is elated.
Good job. Great job.
All right. Great job, Mr. Rush. You had the whole TV show host type voice going on. You really brought it home. All right. So, good morning, everybody. I do want to point out first and foremost, you should be logged into ESB to see what your current grades are. Those current grade standings also affected. We had what we usually do on Wednesdays is the ratings. So, you'll find out your ratings tomorrow. In GGI, like Mr. Rush said, you got to go to find out where you stand. But more especially, we're going to say our objective 3 times because that's the rule here, Camelot or Full Bloom. And we'll have another opportunity for other students to read that again. But I want to jump into today's assignment. So again, you should be logged into EDSB. And we've done this, right? Resize your screen. So if you're not sure how to resize, that's why I always tell staff and students, make sure you don't have too many tabs open because you have this gray area if you're on the browser. And if you just double click, it'll resize for you. Now mine's went onto the other screen. So I got 2 screens connected. But you want to, once you resize it, drag the window to where you want and just recreate the area. It's a geometry term. Open a tab and drag this over. This again goes back to what was read earlier, is only possible if you're on a computer and not a cell phone, right? I know a lot of our children like cell phones because they're easy to handle, but how are we going to prepare you for the real world? Because you can't go into the workforce using only a cell phone. So please try to be on a computer or you're going to be always asking, how did you get that? And how did you do that? There's a lot of that word functionality you lose by trying to cheat the system and just use your phones. All right. So you're all high school students. Please follow the rules. The other rule that's really big that I get written up for and CPS like taps me on the shoulder about is your cameras. Unless you're a bulldog and you have that privilege, you should have icon like Gabriel. Otherwise, I should not be looking at the ceiling. I'll settle for the top of Larry's head, but I should see you in the camera and not someone else. This is across the state of Illinois. Students are trying to find ways to cut out of being in class, and it's okay. If I see that, I'm not going to keep mentioning it. I'm just going to call home. Don't want no arguments. That's how you stay in the class. That's how your attendance is not affected. All right. So look, let's jump into today's assignment. Once you have your screen size, that's the first thing you should have did, right? And scroll down. These are some of the same links that Mr. Rush went through. So I did my double due diligence. I call it DDD, double due diligence. It's in as we posted everywhere, and it's also in the Google slide deck that you just read. Now that's accessible along with today's video. That's a GGI link in case you're wondering. This is for the codes. Like if you want to sign up, you do get quiz points for it. All right. So if you participate, and it says it right there in your ESB, it should be there. If you participate in that tonight and tomorrow, because it's Wednesdays and Thursdays, you get possible credit towards a quiz score that you may not have done so well in. So it would behoove you to go to this program that Miss Lane is mostly running and try to get some points recovered if you have time. It's after school. Today's assignment, let me put it in the chat. I'm gonna have a student read that. I got to do it in 2 parts, I think, because it's too much text. Someone just arrived. Oh, okay. Hello, Miss Archie. I didn't do her attendance again. You're in the dark, Miss Archie. You got a light, or no? You don't even have your camera on. I need you to turn that on. There you go. I need to see that you're in the camera. But she just arrived, so I'm gonna get her some points. Let me put the rest of it in here. It should be all of it in there because I kind of waited a second till she arrived to post it. All right, Ms. Archie, do you see everything in the chat? It's worth, I want to say at least 45 points. It's a lot to read. Can you read that?
Hello and good day to all future computer sciences. You will need to create a Scratch account and utilize the tutorial to create this project effectively. The link to begin creating your project for today is if then else track student modify remix. Use the code to recreate, remix your own sprites and backdrop for the entire program. All segments of code need to be ready by tomorrow morning's class. Please keep in mind that you must choose your own sprites and backdrops for this project. And all future projects stay safe as well as warm out there in Zen.
Thank you. She got her points. Now listen, I've graded assignments, and some students, 2 things is really irritating. Nobody's slick, okay? So if your program doesn't work the way my program works, you already lose points. Secondly, if you send the same assignment twice for 2 different days, it's automatic 0 for both days because that's called plagiarism, and that's you trying to be sneaky in my own opinion. So please don't do that because you're only hurting your score. I actually go through, I'm not like most teachers, I'm a science teacher. I don't just be like, oh, it looks the same. No, I go through, I put it on my computer, I run it, and yeah, stop cutting corners because especially as a Black Mason, we square our corners. So turn in the work complete, not incomplete, because you're only hurting yourself at this point. A lot of scores have changed. And again, let's use someone as an example. And if you use an example, it's automatically 10 points because some people just be nervous, like, don't show my scores. Well, a lot of students are acting like they don't know where to go to see how they're doing in this class. So if I'm in my teacher view, and I'm showing you this because once I click on a particular student, I can see all their classes. And in all your classes, you have this My Work section. So you click on that and you can see line by line, just like at the bank statement, what you do and don't do. All right. And this is your educational currency. This is how you actually get out of the class. So saying pay attention. Well, this is how you're paying by your scores, right? And you get more for your scores if you're paying attention. Now, Let's take Mr. Johnson. He's not in class. No, let's do Edward real quick. So I see all of his classes. And if I go to his My Work section, pay attention to the rating you have as far as your academics. If it's yellow, that's like you're hovering between C and D. If it's green, that means you're between B and C, right? And then if it's, I think, blue for excellent, that means you're between a B and an A. So if those things change, pay attention to that. And I've been telling other teachers to utilize this as well. But more especially, if I click on the My Work section for Mr. Dooling, I'll get a graph first, right? And so far, it shows you exactly graphically what you do and don't do, right? So you do this, and it gives you a time frame and how you score it. And then you'll see where exactly, because I got to teach you guys more about graphs, you are for those other assignments. Everything's been shared out. This is a mean, so this is an average line. So he's hovering around, and it says the same thing, average of 70%. So if I go to assessments, it's the most important thing for you all, because that class view, it's like a Facebook version. And I know you want to keep on scrolling to find assignments. That's fine. So I'm going to show you an easier way to get to your scores. You want to make sure you go to assessments after you go to My Work, and it'll show you what's upcoming and what's graded. And it'll even show you overdue if you missed your deadline. Okay. All right, just want full transparency and want you all to be held accountable and treated like adults as you are, or as y'all say, I'm grown. All right, we're gonna start acting like it. So all grades have been updated. We're already coming towards the middle of the quarter. You might want to get in there, use your asynchronous days to finish up some things. I saw a lot of places where people just did nothing, and that's fine, because they're gonna do robocalls real soon automatically for failing students. It's coming, y'all. So you're not fooling nobody, because we got to cover our behinds. We got to do a paper trails, and these are the numbers. All right, I'm gonna come out of here, and what you want to do is inside of that assignment. There we go. Let's find it again. It's the Facebook view. You have a link here, right? Now the link is also already in chat. So the first link is to open a blank Scratch project. So I'm gonna click on that. Bring it over here so you can see it. Remember, have your screens resized like I have. Drag this over from my other screen. And this is the first link that was read out loud, okay, by Miss Archie. And it's in the chat, okay? So people like, what are we doing? I'm automatically assume you weren't paying attention or you're doing something else. And you're gonna lose some of your participation points for doing that to me, because that's not fair. If I'm giving you my full attention, I need you to give me yours. The second link you're going to click on is actually the project or the source code. That's the example you would use to do your code. Now, training wheels are off. We're running into our third or fourth week. I'm not sure, but we can't keep talking about the project to set up your Scratch account, right? Some of you are not doing that too. Share your projects out before you send them. You hit the share button, which is orange up. Let me go to create and you'll see it. You hit the share button. And that means once you're done with everything, I should be able to click on the link and it'll show me what you done. Some students are still sending files. You lose points for that. Some students are even sending me links that are not shared. So I get a, oops, I don't know what you're looking for from Scratch. And that's because you didn't do your part on your end. And that means set up your Scratch account first, verify the email, and make sure you can share an actual link, not a file. All right, now you see this orange button. This is what I'm referring to. It's only going to become available once you actually, verify your email and set up your Scratch account. Now, what do I mean by that? If I hit share, it's going to tell me, hey, your project is now shared, right? And this is where you type in your document name, kind of like your Google Docs, if you have me for that class. And that was also in the title. It's called if. It's in the chat, by the way, everybody. So if then else. I'm gonna grab this from the chat, and I'm literally showing you how to use your computer to get your work done in class. Because a lot of people, I understand we all got lives. They want to go and do the work later, but now you got to spend a whole nother hour to figure out what's going on, because I'm not going to reteach it. All right, that's the penalty for not coming to class. You guys are going to start seeing that. Also, if you don't come to class, you lose opportunity to gain points that might help you towards the end of class. So you're only hurting yourself when you don't come to class. So this is the name you want to give it once you get into your Scratch account, and you know it's right because you'll have a profile title and everything. Now, The second link in the chat gives you the source code or example that I'm giving you to do your project. You have to follow the same rules. Can't use the same sprite. So some of y'all projects, I've seen the same kitten that you start off with, this guy here. No, you got to use your own sprites. Okay, stop cheating, stop cutting corners. Some people lost some points for doing that. Now, once you have your new project open and you're logged into your Scratch account, what you want to do is make sure you click on See Inside to go back, and you'll see all of this ready for you to begin coding. Then you have this project here. Now, I'm not going to go through what it does and all that, but I do want you to open this up, set up the way I have on your computer, so you can side by side look at your code. If you got it tabbed because you're being hard-headed or something, it's going to get you confused on what to do. Set it up this way so you can visually see what to do as you code it to rebuild it the way I done. Now, I'm going to start you off. You can check out what it does by hitting the green flag and everything, but I want to jump into the code. So this is how you should have set up. Example, and pretty much your canvas is if you're painting in Sprague's class, right?
So, Mr. Tyler, we add all the codes and our new one.
You add it after you choose your sprites.
Okay.
So first, choose your sprites. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 sprites here. So that means you got to come over here to your profile, right, where you created your own version of this. I'm gonna open this up so you can see it, and you're gonna get rid of this cat. That's how I know some people are not doing that first step. Remember, I take off points if you're not being original. If you're just copying and pasting, then fine. You might want to F or a D and take the class again until you learn how not to do that, because that's not going to take you far. But the next thing you want to do is choose your sprite. So I'm going to show you how to choose the first sprite. I went down to the little, I call it a kitten icon, and it says choose your sprite in the corner there. Let me do that one more time in case you didn't see it. So you see this here. It says choose a sprite. So I click on that. And then I got all sorts of categories, all sorts of different sprites I can choose. The only thing I'm telling you is because a lot of parts of this coding requires animation. You can't make a sprite animate if it doesn't already have different costumes, like this batter here. See, all I did is I hovered over it. I didn't click on it. I just wanted to see if it had a different costume. So it does. And you'll know which ones have costumes because they animate. So make sure you choose a few sprites. How many we got to choose again? Let's go back to our source code. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 sprites we got to put together. So I'm gonna come back here and I'm gonna choose a sprite, and let's see, I'm gonna choose somebody random. You can't choose who I choose. You got all these categories, so choose something different. Choose Abby, and I got to choose 3 more sprites. So I'm gonna choose one more. I'll choose Andy. Okay, and let's do 2 more so you can see exactly how many, because that was a question online. How many sprites do I need? I'm gonna tell you in your face. Watch that video, go to your library. Can't keep treating y'all like kids and spoon feeding you until you go straight to your library, because that's the penalty of not paying attention or coming to class. Let's choose the Prince move. No, he doesn't. Lightning bolt. Frank. And don't worry if they come together. Once you put their positions as far as movement, they'll set up correctly as you code. So let's see, who else am I going to choose? I need one more, right? I need 4 sprites all together. Uh-oh, Edward left. Here we go again. We just talked about him in the morning. What was I saying? So I got my 4 sprites, right? Now, don't forget you need your backdrop. You cannot use the same backdrop. Okay, everybody? I'm trying to keep it simple on you, because if I show you how to do that, some students are advanced, like Miss White, but just keep it simple, right? She'd be getting a lot of extra credit on some projects. So I come over here to stage. I mean, tell me what you should do to start out. So everybody should be doing it with me, so it's not hard on you, because I'm going to start a timer, and we're going to do share outs. So let's try Boardwalk. And now I have everything I need to begin coding. So the first thing I want to do is code with the very first sprite I selected, because you'll notice I'm starting with the very first sprite here. And I go, line by line. It's a lot of code in here, so don't cut corners, because a lot of students I'm done. And then they'll be like, yeah, not exactly. Make sure you get all these parts for this first sprite done. Go to the next one. Go to the next one. Go to the next one. And all the codes have to match up. There's even a comment here, and I'll tell you what to do for extra credit. So it's up to you to pay attention to that. And don't forget your word of the day and term of the day or classroom term of the day have to be included somewhere and displayed in your code. All right. So let's go over the objective one more time. And then we're going to set a timer. Get some students some points. So who have not had an opportunity to gain some in-class points? Who have I not heard from? Archie read a minute ago. Who's that? Edward, did you say something? Oh, you raised your hand. All right, Edward, do you, let me blow it up. Can you
That
take,
was Gabriel that raised his hand.
oh, sorry. Okay. Yeah, it was Gabe. Okay. Thanks, Edward. Gabe, you can go ahead and
Students will
reply.
be able to implement one synchronization between two sprites through message passing. Classroom term of the day is synchronization. The word of the day is elated.
Thank you, sir. Okay, so I'm gonna start a timer. Everybody should know what they're supposed to do. If we can
Let's
follow
go.
go ahead, Edward.
So for the finish line sprite, we could create any sprite for that for the finish line sprite.
You can.
All
You
right.
just can't use the same one. You understand? They're just characters that you program. So you can choose. Don't get crazy. Make it make sense, but you don't have to choose the same sprites that's given. I want to see some creativity as you build the code. So some students are advanced enough. I should note for extra credit if you have a sound bite in there. We're always going to teach that next week once we get our kids going. But if you think you know how to do that, you can add that for extra credit. Some students are actually adding their own sound bites. So you can do that for extra credit if you know how. There's my timer at. There we go. Okay, so what time is it? It's 9:32. Yeah, I can give y'all 15 minutes to work on this. Please don't disappear because from time to time I will check to see if you're here and take a pulse. If you don't respond for more than 5 minutes, you'll be ejected from class, marked absent for the day, and really just given a 0 until Mr. Borders follows up with your parent and you to find out what happened to you. Okay, so just try to stay present in class, make today easier on yourself. Work on that code because we got a lot of students who have done a lot of work. So please do this.
What are we supposed to use for that black line? Cause ain't no lines on the sprite.
Right. So that's the question Edward just asked, Gabriel. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Right. So that's the question Edward just asked. And I was saying you could use any sprite. Just make sure the coding for the finish line is similar for the sprite you choose.
So I can use a person that's just finish line.
You can use a person as a screenshot. I mean, as a finish line, you can. Just make sure the code's the same. For each sprite, the code is be the same. One of those sprites has a comment. You have to make sure you take care of what the comment is asking you for.
Mr. Tyler.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me? This microphone. Who asked the question? All I heard is my name. Did someone have a question or no? All I heard is Mr. Tyler. Okay, I guess not. Okay, let's see here. I'm trying to see if my camera's working right. Google's acting up today. You raise your hand, Edward. Edward, go ahead.
No, I had thought we was gonna be presented.
That's what I was saying. I just stopped it, but let me do the objective, and then yeah, we are. You could present first, I suppose. Um, to today's objective, we got to cover that one more time. And does anybody will like to take the points for reading objective? It's worth 20 points if you can. Sorry, excuse me. Read what's on the gray board there. Go ahead, Edward.
Today's objective, students will be able to implement one-way synchronization between two sprites through the message passing. Classroom term of the day, synchronization. Word of the day, elated.
Thank you, sir. So real quick, I can see I'm missing white and Archie. Your camera's off. Are y'all there? Come out of this.
Yeah, man.
Okay, you gotta turn your camera on, dear. Let's see here. Share feature. Edward, you're up first. And again, you gotta show that you at least got two sprites. If like 15 minutes, it's a lot of time. He's got two of the four sprites coded or something close. All right, Edward, I'm gonna stop presenting, and then I'm just waiting for Google to catch up. It's like it's frozen again. All right, there we go. And you should be able to share, Edward.
You see it.
I'm waiting. There you go. Okay, let's see what you got. I see you did the two
I ain't
screen.
get done.
Okay,
You
don't
said
forget to
what?
click. I said don't forget to click that orange share button, or when you send it to me, I can't see it, and give it the same name. But so far, you got two sprites. You got some more to do on that first one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Pretty good. You're free to leave, but don't forget to turn that everything complete in by 8. You know how to turn it in though. Okay, stop share.
Yesterday, did I turn it in right yesterday?
Right. So once you're done, you click on that share button, name it, and then go to that copy link. Right. Just copy the link and put it in SB.
All right.
All right. Next would be Gabriel. I need you to share your screen, sir. And where you need to get ready for your next period, or get ready to leave there. All right, Gabriel, I see you. Let's see your code, what you've been working on. You again, you like Edward, you got to hit the share button. Y'all not doing that, and naming your document or your program. All right, saving project. So now when you're ready to send it to me, you're able to. You go to see project page. But like, you got a lot done. You got 4 sprites, you got a basketball court. All right, Gabe, just don't forget to give it the name, and then share that link to me when you're done with all the coding. All sprites should be coded, not 1 or 2. So don't stop. Finish it by 8. Otherwise, you're getting like 50 to 60%. Finish everything. Head to your next period. You got 10-10. You're free to go. You got your class points. Next would be Jalen. Mr. Stuckey, are you available for sharing? Look at you.
Yeah.
All right. Come on, see what you got to do. It's your in-class points. A lot of y'all know the in-class points help you out if you did nothing at all. If you see a score of 0, by the end of the week, it might go to 50% if you have in-class points. So that's where they're going. So you're helping yourself when you're sharing out. You got it, Mr. Stuckey? You're having trouble. There you go. Oh, okay. You got. Wait a minute. I thought I saw some more coding. Now I just said that you can't use that cat. You gotta use your own sprite, sir. You're cheating. So now you gotta recode everything. You tried though, but you can't use that cat. I keep telling y'all that. Use your own sprites. So delete that cat and choose a new sprite, then code everything up. All right. Don't forget to turn it in. I'll see you next period for physics. Next would be Miss Archie in the list, and then Miss White and Mr. Harper. So Miss Archie, can you share your screen real quick? What have you been working on for 15 minutes? She turned her camera on. Are you sharing? There you go. Okay. Okay. You making some progress. Okay. All right. So don't forget to make sure she's gonna show us. She might be done. Oh, okay. So this is easy for you. Huh? All right. So don't forget to. I think you got to share it out, right? Is there a copy link? Can you scroll down and make sure that's there for you? Are you able to copy the link? Okay. So you don't have a copy link. You have to figure out why. Click see inside. Yeah, so I don't think you finished your Scratch account. Go to your profile. Profile. Ah, you didn't. I see that orange bar. Confirm your email address, okay? Then you get access to it. You haven't finished it, so do that. But you're free to go. Make sure you share that link once you finish that email process, because then you'll have a copy link button. And you can put that in Edsby. Next would be Miss White. Can you show us what you've done so far? Go to your next classes, all of your classes, Miss Archie. I need you to be successful this quarter. There you go, Kenyatta.
No, there's a problem. Me and Gabriel got the same background.
Oh, don't worry about that. Okay. You wouldn't have known. Um, you got 4. Okay. And how much coding have you done? Like, can you click on
background?
Oh, you was doing the background? Okay.
Yes.
And you're gonna work on the sprites next, I guess.
No, I'm done with the sprites.
Oh, can you click on Archie? Let's see what code you got done for Archie. It's that first sprite of yours in that stage area. Oh, okay. All right. So just you know how to do it. Just turn in the code and get ready for your next period. Keep up the great work. Don't forget to put your exit slip in there, Kenyatta. You usually do. You can see the Google slide deck I gave you guys, and it'll show what it is.
I put that in there already.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. All right. Okay. All right. Next would be Mr. Harper. I need you to share your screen, sir.
Which one do I press again? A window, right?
Right. Entire window.
Okay.
Entire screen. And then you select what you want me to see. Hit share afterwards.
Okay. Right.
Yep. There you go.
All right. I didn't get much done, but I did do this.
Yeah, you got 3 sprites and you got your backdrop. You need a 4th one, but all right. So just keep on following the example code and make sure your program works before you send it to me. Do you have the ability to share it? Scroll to the top.
It's one of these, right?
No. Just scroll up. There we go. Yeah, you do, but you didn't share it yet, and you didn't name it either.
Okay.
So you see where it says Untitled-3?
Okay.
Click on that share button first, so you can make sure you save it to your projects. And then you see right there, project is not shared. Scroll up what it says.
Project is not shared. Only you can see it.
So hit that share. Yeah, hit that orange. There we go. Now you'll see down there after you name it. Scroll down a little bit. I want you to see it's that copy link button. Once you're done with everything, you're gonna copy that link. Make sure you name it right. Same name I gave in the source code, and put it in Edsby so I can grade it. Okay. All right. Head to your next class, sir.
All right. Thank you.
All right. All right, Rush. I'm about to migrate.
All right. See you in the next one.
Yep.